Now on YouTube, it's time for some alternative commentary action with the Commentary Hub.
There's headed by Marina, and it's 2-1 to Arsenal.
Look at that pass! Goal for Manchester City!
Takes this corner, whips it in, it's headed and it's a goal, and it's that man, Gabriel.
Liverpool have equalised. Lovely improvisational touch from Curtis Jones.
Oh, what a goal! Wow, take it out! A very good evening to you all then, and welcome along to Premier League football on New Year's Day. Happy New Year to all our listeners out there, from myself, Russ Vernon, Paul James, who's alongside me today, and all our brilliant commentary team that we've got here for you this new year, and then we've got coming up here on the channel. Russ Vernon here with you, alongside Paul James, to guide you through the first Premier League game of the new year as Brentford take on Arsenal this afternoon, or early evening, depending where you are, or morning, depending where you are across the world. The two teams are getting ready to come out of the tunnel right now, ready to kick off in what should be a very, very good game. We'll take a look at the two teams in just a moment, but me and Paul was speaking off air regarding the Arsenal team, and we're a bit surprised with some of the selections that's been chosen tonight by Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta to play against Brentford here at the Gtech Community Stadium. We'll bring in Paul James in a moment on those for you. So let's run you through the two teams then. Starting off with Brentford, we'll make two changes today with Steven Vandenberg is coming into the side, along with Yermaluk, with Ben Mee and Kevin Schade dropping out of the starting lineup. Kevin Schade amongst the bench this evening. No Ben Mee involved tonight for Brentford. So they're landing with Flecken in goal. For them, it's a back four for them of Lewis Potter at left back, Vandenberg and Collins at centre back, with Rozerslev and right back. The only midfielders tonight is Vitali Janelt and Christian Nørgaard, the skipper for Brentford today. And on the right hand side is Yermaluk with Damsgaard, and then Visser, and then Buemo in attack. As for also four changes for them from the 1-0 win over Ipswich on Friday night, with Lewis Skelly, Declan Rice, Kairos and Leandro Trossard dropping out of the side. Havertz misses out through illness. In comes Ricardo Calafiori, Thomas Partey, Mikel Merino and Ethan Nwaneri. So Arsenal will line up then as followed. In goal, David Raya. Across the backline from left to right is Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba and Yurian Timber. It's a midfield three of Mikel Merino, Thomas Partey, the captain Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus and Ethan Nwaneri leading the line. On the bench then for the both sides, starting with Brentford, is Vladimirson, Nagome, Sir, Arthur, Schade, Jensen, Konak, Nagome and Jorgan. For Arsenal on the bench today, some youngsters on there. One of them I've not really heard much about, I'll tell you that one in a moment, is Neto, Kieran Tierney, Jakub Kiria, Alexander Zinchenko, Jorginho, Declan Rice, Miles Lewis Skelly, Leandro Trossard and Ismail Kabia is the one I've not heard much about this evening. Man alongside me, Paul James, who's been watching Arsenal for the majority of the season for us, is with us today. And Paul, this should be an interesting game, and Arsenal making a few changes, and you were surprised by Declan Rice not playing, weren't we?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have a particularly good game against Ipswich. Neither did Leandro Trossard, to be fair. To be honest with you, I can understand why the changes have been made, given the fixtures coming up. Manchester United in the Cup, Brighton at the weekend. Obviously, there's a League Cup semi-final sandwiched in the middle against Newcastle there, 2 legs there. So I can understand why these changes have to be made. And of course, the Champions League again will resume at the back end of January. So there's a lot of games all in a row for Arsenal coming up. It's not just over this busy Christmas period. However, Brentford are a very good team at home, and this won't be an easy game for Arsenal today. So I do feel that they have fielded a slightly understrength squad.
Yes, they have, Paul, as we almost said now for kick-off in this Premier League encounter. The referee today is Peter Banks from Lancashire. He's 42. Eddie Smart, Nick Greenhouse, Thomas Bromall, Graham Scott and Neil Davis are in the VAR booth. Graham Scott and Neil Davis, the rest of them are the ground with Peter Banks. We're almost set then, ready to go. Very good afternoon to those who are listening, including media, radio, jingles and gaming, who's already been in touch tonight. With your comment out very, very shocking, my friend. Well, thank you for getting in touch, as always, here with us here on the commentary of Rusty Vernon, alongside Paul James this evening. Paul James taking a step down from his to the main role. Hopefully, as was in come back to my Arsenal on the backside, and Arsenal failed to win here today, but Brentford have got a really good home record in this game, and it should be a good match this evening as we get ready to watch this Premier League encounter. As we're now underway at the Gtech Community Stadium, and Brentford have knocked it all the way back to their goalkeeper Flecken, and it goes long looking to this right hand side, and there's the edge there of Ricardo Calafiore, who edged this ball away for Arsenal. Another play from early throw for Brentford, and this game today, Paul, really should be a good one. We're looking forward to what's the interesting battles looking towards in this game today.
Well, you got to take a look at the midfield. Mikel Moreno getting a start for Arsenal today. He's going to be coming up alongside Yiho Yamaliok. The two captains, Christian Norgard and Martin Odegaard, meeting in midfield. It's going to be very, very interesting. I think the game is won and lost in midfield today.
Yes, I think you probably will be, Paul. You're probably right there, Paul. You just look at the midfield. There's a bit more experience, I would probably say, in the Brentford midfield at the moment, with Moreno just coming into the squad recently. But the other two are experienced for Arsenal. With Brentford have got some experienced players in the midfield, likes of Yanoud, Norgard, Yarmaluk, Damsgaard, all in that midfield areas. As Arsenal have possession with the number 6, Gabriel, and he will look forward. He goes back this time into William Saliba. And across now, as Odegaard gets the ball. Thomas passes inside the penalty for Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus does well. Low cross ball in towards the penalty area. Cleared away by Brentford. Gabriel heads it back to Saliba. And Saliba just drops it to Calafiore. Now he gets it back with Gabriel. And also have it again with Saliba once more. Now Odegaard. Odegaard looking forward. And he's found Gabriel Jesus, who's onside. There's a knee touch with Julian Timber. But Timber loses out. And Arsenal coming forward again. He's an Odegaard. And full play from Martin Odegaard. Brentford on the back foot here at the moment. Arsenal on the front foot. Gabriel Jesus' cross is blocked. In fact, it was Timber's cross is blocked after a throw to Arsenal. Julian Timber there. Jesus down on his haunches this moment. So the stoppage in place. So just go elbow in the chest. A bit of wind there from for Gabriel Jesus. It wasn't intentional there by the Brentford skipper Christian Norgard, as we're just seeing this again. But the interesting things there as we watch on as Arsenal with possession with Odegaard now. Back into Julian Timber, who goes down on the challenge of Yanout, but he goes behind for a goal kick to Brentford. 2.5 minutes gone here still. Brentford 0, Arsenal 0 on the commentary hub as we watch on this happening. We're also live and focus on football and Storm FM. Media radio jingles and games says good evening and a very happy new year 2025 to Russ, Paul and all the fantastic team of the hub. The first Premier League match day is about to kick off with a blast. It has to be Arsenal to kick it off the year as well. He says, come on you goodness, he's an Arsenal fan as well. And he also says, I do hope you all have a nice New Year's Eve and a good start to 2025. It's Brentford on the front foot early on and a cross in for David Ray to claim there, Paul. Good start by both sides.
Yeah, Arsenal started off very positive, but they were caught out on the break very easily down the Brentford left-hand side there. The cross coming in, David Raya bailing out the defence there, but they were caught out on the break very easily there. They have to watch it down that right-hand side. I've seen that with Timmer on a number of different occasions this season where he has been caught out down that side.
Yes, and Paul, do you think that could be a problem for Arsenal moving forward if Timber is to, let's say, stay in the starting lineup?
I mean, it's always potentially an issue for defenders that get forward on a consistent basis in the way that Timber is expected to, and also Calafiori on the other side. So it's always potentially an issue. I think he just needs to be aware of the fact that the breakouts can happen pretty quickly. Brentford are known to get early goals as well, so just keep switched on, really.
Yes, as if Brentford coming forward. No, got ball forward there from Damsgaard, just over it there. Wesley passed forward from Damsgaard looking for Visser and Mbuemo, who were both in behind the Arsenal backline. Now Raya clears the ball long, looking for the run there as Martinelli goes down, but here comes Moreno. Moreno's charging forward. He's got Jesus outside of him. Into the penalty now, Gabriel Jesus on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Still going. Low crossing is it. No, it's Steve's going. Pulls the ball looking for Calafiori, but Brentford nipping and clear through Damsgaard. And Buemo's bad there, but he gives the ball away to Moreno. Now Thomas Partey for Arsenal. We'll start by the gunners in this Premier League match is Martin Odegaard. What can Odegaard do here now? As here comes Saliba out wide. He goes on that far side of the right. Odegaard down there has collected possession. Here's Thomas Partey. Partey does well. Here's Odegaard once more. Watching Namwari, who's on up the play well. Even Namwari, good start from him so far. Getting into pockets of space, looking for the ball, wanting the ball, which is always good to see from youngsters coming into the side. And he's now wide now to Gabriel Martinelli on this left-hand side. Still going Gabriel Martinelli. Can he get the cross in? He can't. And he goes behind for a goal kick. But Ethan Namwari there, Paul, coming into the pockets of space, looking to win the ball. Looking to get on the ball and looking to make things happen for Arsenal, as well as Gabriel Martinelli on the other side.
Yeah, good build-up play by Arsenal there. But you also have to take a look at the wonderful defending that time by Mads Royslev. He just shielding Gabriel Martinelli out of the way there and able to break down that attack. It's good build-up play by Arsenal, but one of the problems was against Ipswich was the final ball into the box. So we're going to see now whether Arsenal can address that problem against Brentford today.
Yes, as Calafiori just muscles aside Juan and Buemo as Thomas Partey now picks up the ball for Arsenal and goes down. Free kick foul by Johan Visser there on him. And Arsenal have a free kick 6.5 minutes gone. It's still 0-0. The referee is not happy where the free kick was taken from. So he's been told to take it back a few places. Gabriel now takes it to William Saliba. And then across there to Martin Odegaard, who's dropping back into the right back over Timmer, pushing further forward. Here comes Namwari cutting in field. And if we'll play this from Ethan Namwari out wide to Martin Odegaard once more. Odegaard looking forward. Will he look to get the ball into the penalty area? He does this time. Martinez is back across goal. Shot coming in from Namwari inside the penalty area. Brilliant block in there. I think that was by Collins. Bad there doing that defending for Brentford there. Fantastic piece of defending from him. And now Arsenal back on the possession. With Thomas Partey looking for Gabriel Jesus. But there is the header away this time from Vandenberg this time. And that's good bit of defensive play from Brentford, who have been really solid at home this season in the Premier League. Not many goals conceded by the Bees at home and under Thomas Frank since their promotion to the Premier League, especially against the so-called big clubs in the likes of Arsenal, Manchester United, Man City, if you can call City a big club at this moment in time with where their form's going. Here's Mikel Moreno. Well, you still have to say that they are considered to be one of the big sides, not just in the Premier League, but across Europe, Man City, even though their form has dipped in recent weeks. Odegaard now for Arsenal. What can he do here with possession? He lays off to Gabriel, the centre-back. Out wide now into Pepper Ricardo Calafiori. Good bit of player. Here's Gabriel again. Thomas Partey. Good ball through. Also looking to find the breakthrough early on here. He's out wide with Gabriel Martinelli. Can he get across him towards the penalty area, Gabriel Martinelli? He can't at the moment. He's back to Gabriel. Now Thomas Partey. Partey does well. Saliba. Out wide. Dunley. It's also on the attack now. Namwari. Good ball in. Takes a deflection behind for a corner. Good play again from Arsenal and good build-up play there, Paul.
Yeah, once again, good build-up play by Nwaneri. Once again, it's really good defending again by Brentford, blocking that cross from getting in. I think the way Brentford are trying to deal with this is they don't mind the Arsenal players building up in and around the penalty area. It seems to me that their sole intention here is to stop them on the edge of the penalty area, to block the crosses, block the passing lanes, and so far it's working. Let's see how Arsenal get on with one of their trademark corners.
Yes, the other guy here, Paul, is Ethan Namweri will look to take it. I thought at one stage it would be Martin Odegaard, but Namweri says, I'm having this one. Lose the ball into a penalty this time. Round the back is Sleeper, it's back across goal. There was Park, in fact, at the back post and the back across goal. Brentford managed to clear only as far as David Raya, who's playing as a outfield man and finds Martin Odegaard. There's one halfway line there was David Raya. We said his own half. It's now Odegaard gets it for to Gabriel Timber. Out wide now to Namweri. Namweri looks to get the ball in. Here's Odegaard once more. Will Odegaard go for goal? He will. Long range effort there and just over the top there from the Arsenal skipper. There, Paul.
Not vintage Martin Odegaard.
He needs to take a better touch there. He needs to take a touch there before shooting, in my opinion, Paul.
Yeah, it wasn't his best, was that. Normally is very effective from these type of shots from in and around the penalty area, around the edge of the penalty area. I think that was really a little bit too far out. It would have taken something special from him to beat Mark Flecken from there.
Yes, absolutely. And everyone said big happy New Year then to Paul and Mike. Mike says Happy New Year, Russell and Paul, and Media Radio Jingles and Gaming. He also says, come on, you goodness, let's start off 2025 with 3 points this afternoon. That's what Mike, or this evening, this is what Mike Arneman is saying. Good afternoon, good evening to you, Mike. Hopefully you had a good holiday in Dubai, my friend. And now you're back and refreshed, ready to attack this new year in fine form as well. Here is David Raya, who will look to get his ball forward, and he goes to Saliba, back to Raya again. Raya under a lot of pressure here, and David Raya will look to get the ball forward. 83% possession for Arsenal, 17% for Brentford so far. So you can see Arsenal are dominating the ball, but not doing anything with it in the final third of the moment in time. Here comes Mikel Moreno now. Can he change that fact for Arsenal? Is Jesus outside the penalty on the left-hand side? Back it goes now to Gabriel. Gabriel coming forward here. Out to Gabriel Jesus. Good play into Mikel Moreno. Lost in towards the back post, headed away. Only as far as William Saliba. Odegaard. Chip ball for Namweri. Was onside. And where loops this ball high into the air. Calafiori heads it down into the penalty area. Brentford managed to clear it. And Johan Visser gets to turn Buemo back into Visser. Now Brentford on the counter charge. Was a fantastic interception there. Biting back was Thomas Partey there for Arsenal. Brentford have won it back in midfield though with Norgard, who now tries to come forward. And now it says Brandon Buemo away here. Brandon Buemo. Brandon inside the penalty. Inside the penalty now. And Buemo shoots! And Buemo scores! Arsenal are behind, and Brandon Buemo inside 13 minutes has given Brentford the lead. And Brentford have defended well, have attacked well, and that goal has come from nothing. It was also on the attack a moment ago. Brentford break from that and score, Paul James.
Yeah, that was really, really sloppy from Arsenal. Really sloppy. Again, they were caught out on the break. Now, they got the warning earlier on. But here you see, they give the... First of all, you see Martin Odegaard giving the ball away there in the centre of the park. The ball is then played. Arsenal are caught 2-on-3 here. Brian Mbeumo, he cuts inside. And David Raya is beaten at his front post. That shouldn't happen. That is really sloppy play from Arsenal. They were caught out in midfield here big time. Martin Odegaard giving that ball away allowed the odd man rush for a moment there. And then the shot from Brian Mbeumo, he uses Calafiori as a screen there, but David Raya has got to do better there in my mind.
Yes, got to do better there. David Raya, but Calafiori, for me, Paul, I know you said Raya doesn't do better, but for me, Calafiori's got to do better. He's got to come out towards him. He needs to get big near, tighter to him to stop him from having a chance to get a shot and make him go on the outside where there's a lot less angle for him to aim at, and better for Arsenal to defend, which They didn't do that. And then Brandon Bremer, after 13 minutes, has given Brentford 1-0 lead here against Arsenal. But Brentford have started well here. Arsenal have had majority of possession. This is the definition of a counter-attacking goal. One bad pass, one ball picked up by Damsgaard. Brilliant run, brilliant pass into Mbeumo and finished off well. And hopefully, Arsenal will have to look to try and get something from this ball, because otherwise, Michael will probably have to, my man said to me, no more Arsenal games for us. Paul's got to do them all if Arsenal lose this one today.
Well, you're right about Calafiore. Definitely should have got closer. But you can't be beaten on your front post like that.
No, absolutely, Paul.
And the shot didn't really have that much power behind it either, to be honest.
Yeah, and that was Brentford's first attempt of the match, Paul. And on target, Arsenal had 3 attempts, none of which have tested Mark Flecken yet. And that's going to be a stab worrying Mikel Arteta, as here comes Rozerslev now, the right back down this right-hand side for Brentford. He goes back into number 6, Nørgaard, the skipper, and then into Mbeumo goes down. Then no foul. It was Wissa actually who went down. No foul on him as Urin Timber now finds Saliba into the path of Thomas Partey. And now it is the path there of Gabriel Jesus. Now into the path of Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli will look to come forward here. He goes inside. Mikel Merino. Ricardo Calafiore. What can he do here, Calafiore? He lays the ball off here now to William Saliba. Calafiore again. Out wide to Gabriel Jesus. Jesus does well. Into Gabriel. Now here is Odegaard. And now Nwaneri onside on that right hand side for Arsenal. Back to Martin Odegaard, edge of the penalty area. Odegaard chips the ball in, Mikel Merino's in there. Can't get the end of it. Brentford managed to deal it well as they headed away twice. There was left and Collins, the men doing so. Gabriel Jesus goes in field. Can he get a striking on goal here? He's held up there. Merino flicked back in. Away by Collins this time. Vandenberg back there helping out too. Merino. Brentford just come away with possession with Johan Wissa. We'll lose out to Thomas Partey. Also back on possession. And this is a good response from Arsenal since going behind. We'll get Paul Sloss and Arsenal's response to going behind in a moment. Martin Odegaard. There's a penalty. Can help a shot here? No, it doesn't. Goes out wide instead to Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli towards the penalty area. Again, striker goal here. Gabriel Martinelli goes for goal. Shot is blocked. Comes back now to Martinelli. Martinelli now looking out wide here for Timber. And Jesus is there as well. And Timber goes down as a free kick here. And a yellow card for Urian Timber inside the opening 17 minutes. There in Arsenal, a goal behind. And now a man in the book here, Paul. And this challenge here from Urian Timber is late. And for me, worthy of a yellow card.
Late, but one-footed. I don't know. It's his first foul of the game, Ross. I'm not convinced. It does mean he missed the next Premier League game. So that's another player missing for Arsenal. I'm not sure about a yellow card. First challenge of the game. Yes, it is a little bit late. But I've seen those done and yellow cards not given. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Borderline for me.
Okay, but for me, Paul, when those sort of late challenges where the ball's not gone and it goes in, I can see why the official's giving it. And for me, it was a late ball had gone for me, and he went in just a little bit late, and I can see why he got given us a yellow card there. But as you'll say, sometimes it's not given, sometimes it is. It just depends on the referee's interpretation of how late it is, Paul. And I think he felt it was late and warranted the yellow card. Stamp his authority. Sometimes referees are too lenient with those sort of challenges this early on in games, and then a bit later on they give him, and they're wondering why early ones weren't punished. So I can see why he's given that, and he needs to be consistent in giving those yellow cards, those types of challenges now moving forward, with that one being given there, Paul, for me.
Yeah, I just think some referees would have given it, some wouldn't. It's borderline to me, something like that. But this early on in the game, if it was me, I would be like, borderline, it's his first foul, I'm going to let this one go. It would be my response to that. In any case, Arsenal's response has been outstanding in terms of pressing forward, but again, the Brentford defence is shutting down the passing lanes, making it very difficult for Arsenal to break through. What I'm horrified about more than anything else is the defending. This Arsenal team, in the last 5 games, have only conceded 2 goals. That's a 0.4 goals against average, and they've only conceded the 2. So, that kind of defending is not what I expect out of Arsenal.
Yes, and foul on Brandon Wimmer there by Gabriel, as Paul was just speaking there, as Mike says. Still a good amount of time left. Yeah, Russ, we're already a worry, because if we lose this game, we're 100% out of the title race. He says, in his opinion, Arsenal already are out of the title race. Mike is an Arsenal fan, and when you read the game, says Happy New Year to you, Mike. Well, I hope we can start off 2025 with 3 points for the Gunners. I've got to say, this hasn't been a good start for Arsenal so far, hasn't it? We do have a lot of time left in this match, so hopefully Arsenal can see some goals for Arsenal along the way. We could potentially see some goals for Arsenal along the way. We might see some more for Brentford on the way, as our free kick there for Brentford came to nothing. But Brentford have started well, Paul, in the opening 20 minutes. Let's stay off also in the opening 20 minutes of this game.
Yeah, they have. They've started the game intending to cut out the Arsenal attack and to catch Arsenal on the break. That's very, very clear. The setup with the 3 midfielders in front of the back 4. This is exactly how they've come about starting to set up this game. It's working very well. They're shutting out the passing lanes. They're making it very difficult for Arsenal to create anything. And bang, they've caught Arsenal on the break twice now, and they've got a goal out of it. So it's working very well for Brentford so far. I think Mikel Arteta needs to look at this and maybe change things up a bit if he wants to be successful.
Yes, and David Egg gave the ball away there, but luckily for Arsenal, fell back to Odegaard, and you're in Timber now. Gets it back to the Arsenal skipper. Now back into David Raya, who will look to put his foot on the ball and weigh up his options. Here will the Spaniard. He clears it long downfield. There's the head there as it goes all the way back there from Nørgaard and Damsgaard back to Fleck, who clears long for Brandon Bremer. Wonderful left from Gabriel. Partey now finds Saliba, and William Saliba almost getting caught on possession, but now Thomas Partey has possession. All over the top there from Ewan Timberlook for Nathan Namweri. Heads down away by King Lewis Potter, who's playing left back today for Brentford, or left wing back today. Brentford have adopted a 3-4-3-5-2 formation, it looks like, from the starter player. And here comes their right-sided centre-back in Nathan Collins. Wonderful bit of run there from him. Rozislav watching on here as Brentford which try and come out from the back as Gabriel Jesus. Collins is there. Nips in. Nathan Collins gives the ball forward. Thomas Partey with possession. And a ball over the top from Thomas Partey. Breaks off here now as Partey will look to try and give Arsenal on the front foot. Brentford have won the ball back. Now it's with Rozislav. And he drops it all the way back here now as Brentford just skipping the ball. Collins drops it back to Fleck. And we're interested to see what Arsenal are doing now, Paul. They're pressing Brentford. They've responded well from going behind, but they're still yet to have a shot on goal, which has tested Mark Flecken in the Bees goal. What do you think Arsenal need to do to get shots off here and get players like Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, potentially Namwere, Odegaard in those attacking positions?
Well, with the Brentford defensive setup, it's very, very difficult. I think Arsenal maybe resorted to shots in and around the penalty, or just around the edge of the penalty area. I think they have to be creative in their build-up play. I don't think it can just be a pass through to Nwaneri or a pass through to Jesus or a simple pass through to Martinelli. I think they have to be a lot more creative to try to drag Brentford out of their shape in order to create chances.
Yes, as Brentford are coming forward and it's over on that far side. Here's Janelt. Drops it to the left back there, Lewis Potter. Lewis Potter into the penalty area. Crossed in, headed towards goal, cleared away. And Martinelli back there, helping out defensively. Jesus holding up the ball well for Arsenal. in Vissa comes back and nicks it off of the Brazilian. Wonderful ball from, I thought about saying wonderful ball from Johan Vissa there, but he put too much on there looking for Mads Rozerslev, and he goes behind for a goal kick there. But Brentford probably responded well to Arsenal's response, and if it still seemed to try and cause Arsenal a number of problems so far today.
Yeah, they've started very, very well. You take nothing away from Brentford. Their plan has worked to perfection so far. They've even dominated possession. The possession stats just came up on my screen. They're even dominating possession right now. At the moment, Arsenal are struggling to kind of break this Brentford team down. And for me at the moment, Brentford deserve their lead.
They're doing Brentford with possession with Keane Lewis Potter on the left-hand side of the bad there. There's Vandenberg back to Flecken, and Flecken has been the third centre-back at times for the Bees today. As that ball forward from the goalkeeper is picked up there by Gabriel to find Calafiore. Back to Gabriel again. And now Ricardo Calafiore does well here. What can he do here? Ricardo Calafiore gives possession away. And that's a sloppy play from Arsenal again as Vissa now has possession. With full play, there's number 18, Yarmaluk, and he loses out now as Arsenal trying to get on the front foot. Namweri does well. Up against Brandon Buemo. Within Namweri does well. And Arsenal can come away. Timber into the path of Odegaard. That's what Urian Timber, is it? No, it's good defensive play. Lewis Potter picks up the ball. There's a yellow card coming in for Brentford. Just trying to see who it is. It's the captain, Christian Norgard, who goes into the referee's notebook on 26 minutes. There for a foul. And there were late challenges. I've always played through there. And the yellow card there for the Brentford skip at home.
Yeah, very late. But again, his first challenge. I would have let that one go. It's late, but he went for the ball. It wasn't like he was not going for the ball. I don't know. I think we need to kind of have a perspective amount of common sense. It's it didn't stop an Arsenal attack. Arsenal were able to continue. It was going for the ball. I feel that I would have cut him a break there as it's his first one.
Yes, Martin Odegaard will be looking for this one. We're just calling Gabriel Jesus over here a moment. Odegaard now sends Jesus away. Brentford plays now on tap with how long Arsenal have taken over this free kick. It's not as if they're actually time wasting here, Arsenal. They're wasting their own time taking long over these set pieces. The ball comes in. Thomas Partey's there. Can he equalise now? He comes to Urian Timber. Back there and a shot blocked by Namweri. He's deflected over, but the outside flag is up inside there against Thomas Partey. And you can look at this again and you can see as this ball comes in from the free kick, you can see that Partey and Moreno just offside there. And Partey touches it first, which is why the flag goes up and there's no corner there. But good eye line there from Brentford. Again there, Paul, causing Arsenal a few problems.
Yeah, they're making it difficult for Arsenal to get the shots away. I can see what Arsenal are trying to do. They're trying to break Brentford down. They're trying to pull them out of shape in the hopes that they might be able to get a shot or two away. But at the moment, I have to say Brentford looking very, very solid right now.
They do indeed, Paul. They're coming in forward again on this left-hand side into the place. Their shot comes in towards goal. Ray spills it and somehow keeps the ball out and Rimmer back across goal. And somehow there, Paul, Arsenal are lucky to still be 1-0 down.
Well, that was again very poor defending. But once again, David Raya. I just want to say, who is this goalkeeper and what has he done with David Raya? Because that was nearly another mistake right there.
Yes, it is. Thomas Partey's also trying to get back on level terms in this game. Timber out wide, the full player. Now it was Arsenal trying to attack. Odegaard back to Partey. Saliba to Gabriel. Was also trying to move their way through. It's to Gabriel Martinez. Shot is blocked. Cleared away out of Arsenal and Bremo in there. Vissa about there. And Vissa now gets the ball for Bremo. And then Bremo turns. He's away to Martinez. Shot is blocked. Shot comes in from Thomas Partey. Shot is saved. And then Jesus is in. 1-1. Arsenal back level. And it's the number 9. Gabriel Jesus. Who is it on 29 minutes. And Arsenal are back level in this Premier League encounter. Brentford claiming for an offside in there, also claiming for a penalty. But Gabriel Jesus fires home by the head to give Arsenal back on level terms. It's Brentford 1, Arsenal 1.
So much better from Arsenal that time. So much better. Look at this. Look at this inside the penalty area. The shots were raining in initially. Brentford couldn't get the ball clear. Martinelli here, whether or not that was a penalty, I don't know. But it forced a really good save from the goalkeeper. The shot was from distance, and Gabriel Jesus was sneaking in. His positioning was brilliant here. He was set up for this one. Just for a moment, the defence flops for a moment for Brentford, and it just gives Gabriel Jesus that time, and he takes advantage of it as Flecken is unable to push it out of the danger zone. Good for Arsenal. It's 1-1.
Yes, and game on now. Flecken parry back into it. Area where you're told not to parry it for a goalkeeper. It's back into the danger area, and it's 1-1 now in this game in the Gtech Community Stadium. Mike, a few moments ago, was saying, struggling to break down this Brentford side for me. This is exactly why we need strengthening this window in the attacking third with Saka out long term. And he says, Paul, you're being very lenient. Use your New Year's resolution to be kinder, laugh out loud.
Well, I just think we need to be a bit more sensible with yellow cards. I think if you're not going for the ball and you're deliberately fouling someone, sure, yellow card. But I think if it's a first tackle and it's not really prevented anything from happening, I think sometimes you just got to use a bit of common sense and be lenient with those, as long as the challenge isn't too savage. But yes, I'm trying to be a little bit kinder. I'm trying. I'm not saying I'm going to be successful at that.
No one can be successful. We can always try, Paul, and keep trying to get better as we progress on this commentary journey together here on the commentary. Obviously, here comes Martin Odegaard for Arsenal, as Arsenal will look to try and come forward here in possession. Here is Thomas Partey now for the Gunners, who are back level after Gabriel Jesus' strike on 29 minutes, just a minute or two ago, casting out Brian Mbeumo's 13th minute opening. Arsenal have responded really, really well and got their equaliser. Now let's see whether they can push on or whether Brentford can fight back here. Here's Saliba into Gabriel as he looks to come forward. How wide it goes into Martinelli. Good ball from Martinelli into Calafiori. Down line to Mikel Moreno. Good ball now across there to Saliba. Now Partey. Wonderful crossing, headed down. It's cleared away. And that's Mbeumo. Comes now to Thomas Partey. Mbeumo sends Brentford away, but sees David off his line. Unluckily for Brentford, he goes down for a goal kick. Luckily for Arsenal, he didn't come off there, but that was must have gone from his own half there from Brian Mbeumo, Paul.
Yeah, it was a desperate attempt. It was way wide, but it gives you the warning to the goalkeepers just to be aware of their position. We have seen goals like that scored before.
Yes, and I don't know if it was similar to that one there, but I did hear in the Sheffield Wednesday derby game earlier in the Championship, Josh Windass of Sheffield Wednesday scored from his own half with probably something similar to that. I've not seen the goal yet. I'll try and check it out to Artem to know if it was similar to that attempt there, but from his own half there, so I wonder if he's trying to emulate Josh Windass from earlier on this afternoon, as here comes from the camera now for Arsenal. Martin Odegaard. It was in timber, but too much on that pass there. Odegaard through to the goalkeeper. And Paul, with also good response from Arsenal. We're just looking here for this one. This is the save from David Raya, where we're almost 2-0 to Brentford, which you can see just very, very close to going in there, that effort, where he fumbled it. But Raya, I think he had a bit too much put on his gloves beforehand and that's why he probably fumbled it there, but it was very, very close to being 2-0 Brentford, but in fact he's now 1-1 in the game, and Raya very lucky there, Paul Winters, we just saw that attempt.
Yeah, it was very fortunate, but again the defence was very standoffish. There was 4 or 5 Arsenal players around him and neither of them goes to challenge or gets close enough to the attacker. I think it was Brian Mbeumo, and it's poor. That's really poor. Now David Raya of course should make that save very comfortably as well, but They were very standoffish in terms of allowing Emblemo to get that shot away.
Yes, indeed, Paul. As Brentford will look to try and climb up the table from 12th, Arsenal will try and climb back up the table into the top 2 against, as I said, currently sitting in 3rd going into this game. 15th of January, Arsenal are in action again on the commentary. Obviously, North London derby. You can join us for that one. Paul James will be your man on commentary for that one. Hopefully, I'll be able to join alongside him and do roles reversal on that North London derby in that Premier League encounter. But we're good to have another Arsenal game covered by the excellent colleague alongside me, Paul James, as he always produces excellent commentaries, as well as he did one yesterday. I'll tell you about that game a little bit later on. Manchester United against Newcastle was the Premier League game that we brought to you yesterday. We'll bring you the five scores from yesterday and today from the Premier League and all today from the Football League as well. Rolling towards the penalty area, Monday, so rather than yesterday. The shot comes in there from Arsenal, it's cleared away. As here comes Rosa who's Brentford will try and come away. Ryan Buemo, good bit of work here. And cleared away. Brentford are now on the back foot again. Martinelli down the line for Calafiore. Good cross in towards the penalty area. He goes through with the offside flag up there against the Arsenal left back. And Paul, we've run about 10 minutes left to go. Just give us your assessment on the opening 35 minutes of this game. Do you think, the scoreline wise, it's a fair one from what we've seen so far?
Well, I think Arsenal can consider themselves lucky to be on level terms. They have been able to successfully breach that Brentford defence, but as you rightly mentioned, it could have so easily have been 2-0 before it got to 1-1. I think Arsenal just need to come out in the second half, be a bit more direct, and make sure that they defend their own side a little bit better than what they are doing, because they've both of those potential goals could have happened, and because of some very sloppy defending in my mind.
Yes, Brentford have won a corner here, and a come off Galafio's long ball forward. Rosaslev, Otter, Nørgaard, all inside the penalty area. So too will be Damsgaard and Janelt inside there too. There's number 18 of Brentford as well, Yarmaluk. Brandon Buemo to take this corner then for the Bees. Is whipped in as it was swarming inside the penalty area. There were the Bees. As the ball is cleared forward and behind for a goal kick. And I just want to say on behalf of everyone here with the commentary, a big congratulations and happy anniversary to our man alongside me, Paul James. This is 3rd year on the commentary with us. We started 3 years ago today since Paul James become part of the commentary team and list of commentators. So very happy anniversary to Paul. And Paul, at half time, before I'll let you go for a break, I'm going to ask you to pick out one of the games which you've enjoyed covering on the channel, so get your thinking cap on for that.
Okay.
As well, my friend, as he comes from Conor Calafiore in this game here for Arsenal. Out to Gabriel Jesus now. It was a penalty, flicks on and away. Mikel Moreno, Conor Calafiore, low cross in, punched away by Flecken. Comes out to Marine Timber. Now it's Jesus, what can he do here now? Back he goes now to Gabriel, out to Calafiore. Conor Calafiore does well. Now where both forward is cleared away. It's Arsenal looks to try and come forward again. It's interesting to see how well Arsenal do respond now and see if they can push on to get their noses in front in this game for the Gtech. As the cross comes in from Martin Odegaard, looking for Martinelli, and he bounces all the way through and behind for a goal kick here to Brentford. And Paul Arsenal ball in there from Odegaard, too much on that, but Arsenal again, good build-up play, just the final third, like you mentioned earlier, lacking there for Arsenal.
Yeah, Odegaard's not been his best in this first half, but we know what he's capable of, and we'll see if that improves in the second half. But what I would say is Arsenal, as this half has gone on, they've improved, they've been able to be very creative to try to break down the Brentford defence. I think, honestly, as time has gone on, I think they're fortunate to be level at this point, but I think in the last 10 minutes or so, Arsenal have looked a little bit better.
They have indeed, Paul, and it'll be interesting to see whether what Mikel Arteta does moving into the second half, whether they keep the scores as it is or whether it is changed for make any change at half time or tweak a few things personnel wise with the players that have got on the field, tactical wise as well. Whether they'll go tweaking changes with some of the substitutes that have got on the bench, like of Trossard, Declan Rice, Jorginho teams as well. And I'm wary looking to try and create something for Arsenal. Race for Moreno as it's on, looking for Jesus. When it comes down to Calafiori, tried to line up his shot there, took his eye off the ball for a second there, I think. And Mbuemo down the line. No God, back to Mbuemo. And it's a free kick, is it to Brentford? It is. Foul by Mikel Moreno there on Brian Mbuemo. Calafiori went down looking for a free kick for Arsenal. Nothing on the score as well. Nothing on that one, but Brentford drew a free kick fouled by, I think it was Martinelli on Mbuemo there, as Brentford now have a free kick, which will be taken by Nathan Collins, the right-sided centre-back. It's interesting to see how well Brentford do here with this game and whether they can change things around here. Brentford 1, Arsenal 1 is the scoreline. Collins drops it back there to Flecken and he takes his couple of touches there, Mark Flecken, and across now it goes. And Brentford looking to get this ball forward and trying to get a goal, getting noses back in front of the far It is the number 24, Damsgaard. He does well here, Damsgaard, and wonderful bit of play. Norgard coming forward, wonderful ball out wide. Here's number 18, Yarmiluk. Yarmiluk does well. Gets across and towards the penalty, headed away there by Saliba. Collins come forward. Janelt. Here's Mbuemo. Down the line he goes towards Roserslev. Roserslev is blocked. And he's behind for a corner. But good bit of play again from Brentford there. But good block there from Mikel Moreno to prevent Brentford getting a goal scoring opportunity there just before half time.
Yeah, good build up by Brentford. Looking very sharp when they come forward. This was looked a lot sturdier by Arsenal at the back. Mikel Moreno getting in the way of that. But yeah, it looks a lot better from Arsenal defensively there. Brentford, good build up. They're still looking threatening.
Yes, corner kick then for Brentford. Ryan Mbuemo to take. He whips the ball in, headed comes in from Collins, cleared away by Martinelli. Headed away this time by a Brentford man and drops it back to his goalkeeper by Damsgaard, which is Flecken, who has now possession for the Bees. And Flecken gets it out wide for Lewis Potter. And Brentford can come forward here. Here is Vandenberg to Collins. What can the Bees do here now? Here's number 24, Damsgaard. Back he goes now to Collins once more. Where's 22 if you'll watch on with the pictures. They're good to have you along with us. Brentford 1, Arsenal 1. We've got some FA Cup coverage coming up as well in the next couple of weeks or so. In the third round, we've got a game on the 11th of January, Man City against Salford with Nicholas Jones, which have Nick on FA Cup duties again as the commentary, and also does the draws for us. They'll be doing all the draws that will take place this season, if he is available, of course, to do so. We'll have some Carabao Cup action for you as well as they enter the semi-final stages. Here's John Vista, can he get the ball forward? He can't. And here comes Brentford to tidy up, as here comes Ewan Timber. Timber can look forward. Here's Thomas Partey. Partey does well. Saliba. And Saliba just finds Calafiori as Arsenal look to come forward. And footballing to Gabriel Jesus here from Calafiori. And Jesus loses out. And Damsgaard comes away. Jesus holding his space. No free kick given. Damsgaard again. Coming forward. Arsenal won a free kick. No, the referee has stopped playing fine with Gabriel Jesus down here on the floor.
Looks like he's caught a bang in the mouth there, Ross. And he's just he's remaining down right now. That'll be quite painful. Yes, just the caught of the elbow there by Damsgaard, but you know that would have been quite by accident. In fairness, that wasn't something he did deliberately, but it caught Gabriel Jesus caught it right in the mouth. and that would have been quite painful. So the referee stops play as it is considered a head injury.
Yes, Gabriel Jesus down. I think there's blood coming from his teeth as well there. And Paul is not accidental. They're just trying to fend him off, and he's just put his arm out to just hold him off there and just happened to catch Jesus there. No intent there from Damsgaard to injure the Arsenal striker there, in my opinion. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, no, it was totally accidental in my mind. There was no question about that being a deliberate or violent act. It's unfortunate for Gabriel Jesus, though. He's probably just counting his teeth. He's back on his feet now.
Yes, hopefully he's not lost any of the teeth in that situation there. And then just back on his feet and looks like he'd be ready to continue with the start of the second half. And maybe towards the end of this first half. That's come off for at least 30 seconds here with after trainers come on. That's the rules now in footballing. We've got a few leagues anyway. It's telling Martinez to go as Brentford have possession, which will drop it to Damsgaard, and the play will get back underway. Rosaslev back in position. So Brentford now the ball back again as Collins now has possession. We're now back underway after that stoppage in play for an head injury to Gabriel Jesus. Also temporarily down to 10 men. So it looks like they're playing a 4-4-1 as it stands, with Odegaard playing as the lone striker. He went to 4 additional minutes in this first half. Brentford 1, Arsenal 1. Here is aforementioned Damsgaard, who accidentally caught Gabriel Jesus a few moments ago. Collins now back to Damsgaard. Down the line to Rosaslev. Rosaslev does well. Damsgaard again. Jesus almost winning the ball back with his first involvement. He's coming back onto the field of play after his head injury. How wide he goes now to that far side, and Lewis Porter tries to get this ball in. Timber gets it away. Arsenal will try and come forward. Mikel Moreno does a brilliant twist and finds Calafiori. And now Arsenal coming forward. Here's Jesus bit behind Martinez to lean back and stretch to win that ball and keep the ball in play there for the Arsenal winger. There's also a Brazilian like Gabriel Jesus is Gabriel Martinelli into the final 3 minutes of this first half. We had one of the 4 added minutes. Here's also coming forward in full play. You're in Timber watching on here as also just trying to keep the ball. Here's Calafiori. Since the Arsenal equaliser, there's been a couple of chances where David Ray's been forced into action. Apart from that, David Ray's been a passenger. Well, he has been most of this first half, and Arsenal having a lot of possession. Timber out wide to the far side, and Jesus is out there. And a good bit of play there is Odegaard. Wonderful play from Odegaard here. Timber's out there now. Namwere. Let's see one for Jesus. I guess it comes from the middle this time, and here comes Brentford looking to come away with possession. Now Brandon Bremo just drops it down the line. Here's Lewis Potter just has something to wait for, and Bremo, we lose that from Moreno. Now Odegaard can also get into the lead before half time. Ricardo Calafiori, you've seen him hit one from there before. The opposite against it this time as he didn't open up for him. Namweri out wide to Jesus, back in towards Namweri, rolls across. Mikel Moreno keeps the ball moving for Arsenal. Partey, out wide it goes, crossed in, looking for Moreno. Comes across to the back post, looking for Martinelli. It's cleared away well by Brentford, and Johan Visage closing down David Raya. Takes a touch and just moves it out wide to Saliba. And Arsenal will try and come forward again. Here's Thomas Partey towards this and a few minutes of this first half. Brentford 1, Arsenal 1, and Ricardo Calafiori has possession. Here is Martinelli into the path of Calafiori and back towards Martinelli from Moreno. And that Rosaslev gets a touch in there to clear back to Fleck and pushed out a play for a throw-in. And here is Ricardo Calafiori. We'll take this throw-in for Arsenal. We've got a minute left of the 4 added on at the end of this first half, and be interested to see who comes out all guns blazing the start of this second half. Arsenal with possession now through Saliba. Out wide here now, Odegaard. Timber was in the centre, And then where he puts the cross in, Flecken claims it and goes down. And we're looking towards the referee for then nothing in that. My opinion is Brentford can try and come away when Bremo can try and get any of that, but he runs all the way through his opposite number there from Flecken. Where Rose starting this. Thomas Partey's also trying and this first half stronger than the Bees. What can Arsenal do? Will Brentford find the only pot in the second half and get to win it? Or will Arsenal come out all guns blazing and gun down the Bees in the second half as the offside flag is up there against Ethan Namware? There goes the half-time whistle at the end of this first half. Brentford 1, Arsenal 1 at the break. It's opening goal from Brandon Bremer on 30 minutes. Gabriel Jesus on 29 minutes. The equalising goal. But before that, Brentford could have been 2-0 up if it wasn't for the fantastic save of David Raya, who initially fumbled an effort. Half-time, Brentford 1, Arsenal 1. Will just respond to read our match commentary. He says, very pleased with how we responded after going 1-0 down, he says. And Paul, just give us your overall first half thoughts there, my friend.
Yeah, I think Arsenal started off with the intent to break Brentford down, but they was not able to do it. They were caught out on the break with a very, very sloppy defensive play and bad goalkeeping. It nearly cost them a second time with, once again, they were very standoffish defensively. And once they got the equaliser, I felt Arsenal played a little bit better as the first half went on beyond that. They started to play a little bit better. They started to look a bit more solid. They got a bit more creative going forward. So I think there's improvements needing to be made in the second half. But 1-1 at half-time, I'd say Arsenal can count their lucky stars at the level at half-time.
Yes, absolutely, Paul. And just before we do go, Paul, I gave you a task. You've been with us 3 years now. Just want to pick out one game from those that you've done in that 3-year period, which has stood out most for you, and explain to listeners why.
Well, I mean, there's been so many, but I guess the one, I could have picked the World Cup final, which me and JB did, because of the thrills and spills that was in that game. But I think for me, I have to go with the Euro 2024 final between Spain and England. It was an opportunity for me to do a major international final, and I really enjoyed doing that. It was the first time I've been lead commentator doing a major international final, and I was very excited. I was very proud to do it, felt very honoured to do it. And for me, that was the standout one for me.
And Paul, for me, it's either that one or I'd say either that one or the World Cup final. Like you mentioned, they did with JB was between those two for me, and I probably would side on the one that you picked as well, mate. Which I thought, and I've listened back to it since it happened. Fantastic commentary you did on that one, like you always produce, me. So great work so far.
Thank you.
Keep
I
up,
appreciate
keep it
that.
up, my friend.
Thank you
And
so much.
we're just going to take a break right now, and when we do return after our break, we'll come back for the second half, and then before we finish, we'll round out with all the other scores from the matches that took place today on this New Year's Day, and we'll give you a classified share from the Premier League over the past couple of days or so, Sunday, Monday and today, and we'll give you the classified share from the Championship, League One and League Two as well. Join us in 50 minutes for the start of the second half, where Brentford from the Old Arsenal 1-1 at the Gtech Community Stadium. Welcome back to the coverage of Brentford against Arsenal in the Premier League here on the commentary of West Berlin, alongside Paul James, scanning through the action on New Year's Day. Happy 2025 to all our listeners across the world, wherever you are tuned in right now. Really good to have you along with us this afternoon. West Berlin, as I mentioned, is my name, and I'm alongside Paul James, and I'm going to fetch in Paul right now. And Paul, just want to ask you a question here, and is when we look at this Arsenal game and the game that's been unfolded in front of us, when you look at it overall, who would you say the happier manager would be with the scoreline of 1-1 going into this second half?
Well, it's hard to say because, to be honest with you, I think Thomas Frank is going to be unhappy about the fact that he wasn't 2-0 up. Also, I think Mikel Arteta will be relieved that he's at 1-1. But I think what both managers will take from this is that it's an opportunity now for either side to gain control of this game. One of these sides now has the opportunity to take this game by the neck and take control of it.
Yes, and if you look at the options that both teams have got on the bench, Paul, you look at, first of all, the home side who can potentially change the game. Only real one for me is, you'd have to say, it's probably Kevin Schade, maybe Matthias Jensen to a point. Don't really know much about any of the others on the bench. But when you look at Arsenal, they've got likes of Trossard, Rice, Jorginho, potentially Lewis Skelly, who could potentially change the game. So you'd have to say Arsenal have got more game changes amongst their bench.
Yeah, they've definitely got a stronger bench. Brentford do not have any recognised forwards on their bench. Leandro Trossard can come on for Arsenal if need be, and he can play down the middle or on the right-hand side or on the left. So he can play anywhere across the front line. That makes him very useful. I feel if we continue at 1-1, we will see Declan Rice and Leandro Trossard sooner or later.
It's been interesting to see which manager blinks first. Will it be Thomas Frank of Brentford, or will it be Mikel Arteta of Arsenal who will blink first in terms of making the first change of the afternoon or the evening, depending where you are across listening to us here on the commentary with Swelling and Paul James, the first commentary team of the new year on the commentary. But really do love having you along with us as Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta coming out here as well. Just media radio drinkers and gaming says, well, we got to go in the first half, that's how we can improve in the second. No, just goals with Arsenal's players well, with him being an Arsenal fan. He says Brentford have played well in the first half, so this could be Brentford's half. Mike says Rice and Cross are the sensible changes, and potentially agrees with you there as well, Paul. And also, it's a media radio drinkers and gaming says it's also very unsure who to predict who will come victorious this evening with this scoreline. Could remain 1-1 at full time, which he could. Just have to depend who's in the final third as we back on the way in the second half as Lewis Potter just sends this ball long downfield after the ball forward from David Ray was cleared away. There's a clash of heads early on. There's an Arsenal man down inside the centre circle. Clash of heads with Brian and Buemo. Just trying to see, is Gabriel was gone down near the Arsenal centre back. They both jumped up here and he's just caught an arm in the eye or finger in the eye there, did Gabriel. For the ball there with Brian Embuemo. Second half is underway, 1-1. Also with a free kick. It will be taken by William Saliba. And Saliba is not being allowed to take it by Johan Visser. Visser's been told to move away. Will Visser be booked here? And he's just been told to move away, which he has done now. As Thomas Partey takes the free kick for Arsenal. First looking was Martin Odegaard, picked up by Mikel Merino on the left-hand side for Arsenal. Moreno loses out as the ball forward from Rosenstein clatters off the Arsenal midfielder and goes behind for a goal. Let's remind you of the two teams inside with Brentford in the second half. Is Flecken in goal, a back four then of Lewis Potter, Vandenberg, Collins and Rosenstein from right to left. Janelt and Nørgaard along with Yarmouk in midfield. Damsgaard as well, just playing just behind the two of Johan Visser and Brian Embuemo. As for Arsenal, Odegaard in midfield, Martinelli, Jesus and Namwere in the attack. We've played almost 2 minutes of the second half. Brentford 1, Arsenal 1. Janelt will be dropping into that back line as a back three for Brentford at times. Rosenstein, Yarmouk as the wing backs. Lewis Potter just playing just off the front two for Brentford. Visser and the goal scorer Embuemo. You've seen how Brentford will be lining up in the start of the second half. Their subs all remaining. We've got 5 subs remaining. Brentford 1, Arsenal 1. In the second half, here is Gabriel coming forward for Arsenal. Out wide, it goes now to Calafiori. Back to Gabriel. Partey. Here comes Martinelli for Calafiori. Back to Martinelli. Gets a cross and is blocked by Janelt. And behind for a corner. First corner of the second half. Goes away of Arsenal. Good start to the second half by Mikel Arteta's men, Paul.
Yeah, they're pressing early on, which is good. They're putting pressure on that Brentford defence again. This is kind of where they missed Declan Rice from these positions, these corners that are coming in. Yeah, it's a good start by Arsenal in the second half. They started to build. Let's see if they can break Brentford down again, or whether Brentford will hold their defensive line as they have done so well in the first half.
Yes, it'll be a corner then to Arsenal. Looks like it's Namwere to take across there. Comes in towards a penalty, punched away by Flecken, headed away by Brentford. And for yet another corner. It was actually taken there by Odegaard over on that far side that time. But now Namwere goes across to this side to take it. Ian Timmer will come short. And then he goes back into the penalty area. As also tried to trick Brentford. 10 goals scored from set pieces this season in the Premier League of Arsenal. Let's see if we can add number 11 from this set piece. Namwere to take them from the right hand side. He'll take it with his right foot as well. Left foot in fact, punched down by Flecken. Just put away, clear off land, and Moreno's there in Arsenal 2-1 up. Mikel Merino with the goal, and the Gunners fight through and score in the start of the second half. Mikel Merino with the goal, and it comes from the corner, and Brentford failed to clear it. And on 50 minutes, it's Brentford 1, Arsenal 2. Mikel Merino, who's coming to the side today, has responded to Arteta's involvement and his request to put him in with a goal, Paul James.
Yeah, once again, now they might look at this on VAR because I think Nwaneri was trying to block the goalkeeper with his arm. Now the goalkeeper gets up and it's put away. I'm just trying to look at this again. So it just for once Brentford were not able to clear it defensively and they got punished for it. But it just looked for a moment when that corner came in that the arm was across Flecken's chest, but I don't think they're going to review it.
I'm not sure if they will review it. In fact, no, they're not. They went back underway. Arsenal's Moreno's goal stands. It's Brentford 1, Arsenal 2, Mikel Merino. And that's just a response Arsenal would have wanted after the half-time interval, Paul, to get their noses in front in this game.
Yeah, and they were able to punish Brentford very, very efficiently, because when that corner came in, for the first time, Brentford looked like they were shaky in defence, and Mikel Merino took advantage of it, as once again the set piece has caused panic in teams' defence as they flood the 6-yard box.
Yes, Namweri looking for Arsenal down this right-hand side, looks to break into the penalty area. Timber's there for Odegaard. Through to Mikel Merino, the second Arsenal goal. He gives the ball away. And now Brentford with Mbeumo, the goal scorer, is lost possession again. And Saliba is coming forward here now. Here's Mikel Merino. Wonderful running from Merino. Out wide to Ewan Timber. Now it's Odegaard. Timber again. What can he do here now? Ewan Timber. Finds Odegaard once more. Lays off for Saliba. Gabriel. Good play from Gabriel. How wide it goes. And now it's Martinelli. Martinelli cuts in field for the goal scorer Moreno. How wide to Gabriel. Back to Moreno once more. Odegaard's there. Popping up on this left hand side now, Martin Odegaard. Jesus. Martinelli clears away. Roserslev is in there. Collins there too. Collins clears this ball away. And Brimo can't get there. Also back on the front foot once more. What can they do now? It's Saliba. Finds Partey. He's got Timber outside of him. He goes further out wide to Namweri, who takes on his man. Cuts the ball in. Headed away there. Waits for Gabriel Martinelli. It's 3-1. And that surely is game, set, and match now. 2 quick fire goals in 3 minutes of the start of the second half. And Arsenal are 3-1 up now. And that's surely going to be game, set, and match for the Gunners, who look to climb up the table back into second. Paul James. Martinelli on the score sheet.
Well, what a superb finish by Gabriel Martinelli. The build-up to this goal was fantastic. Arsenal have come out in the second half and it's gone from black to white. That's the difference between the first half performance and the second half. The cross coming in, it was headed out. It wasn't headed away well enough. Martinelli was there and his finishing was absolutely clinical. Just watch that. He takes it down with his left foot and then strikes it past Mark Flecken, who is left rooted to the spot. It's 3-1 to Arsenal, and the Gunners are on fire right now.
They are indeed, and that's 3 goals. That's 2 goals in a matter of minutes. 2 goals in 3 minutes, to be precise, as Brentford were level at half-time, now are behind. And if you just run into us, it's been a fantastic game. As we're just checking the score here for a VAR review here, the potential offside. I'm not quite sure who was offside, if anybody in there for Arsenal. Well, the goal is being given, and Brentford do trail by 3-1. And underway is Remo opened the scoring on 13 minutes. Jesus equalised for Moreno, and then Martinelli with 2 goals in 3. Especially 3 minutes of the second half, 50 minutes and 53. It's probably put this game beyond all doubt. And it could be for Arsenal get a 4th here now. His Martinelli's on this charge on this left hand side. Gabriel Martinelli towards the penalty. So going, Martinelli chips the ball in. Saved there by Flecken. What do Brentford now, Paul, need to do to get back into this game?
Well, it's very difficult when Arsenal are playing like this. I mean, in the first half, we saw a very low performance really by Arsenal for most of the first half. But they've come out in this second half. I'm guessing they've been given the hairdryer treatment from Mikel Arteta, because they've come out in this second half and they look a completely different team. They are dominating Brentford right now. I'm not sure how Brentford are going to get back into this so easily now, Ross. I think, I don't know, to be honest with you. When Arsenal play like that, they are very, very difficult to defeat.
Yes, absolutely, Paul, absolutely. Good to have a few people with us as well. And Media says good start to Arsenal from Arteta's Arsenal in the second half. Just what they need to carry on with this for the whole 45 minutes or so. It says Chidwell Moreno with the ball in the back of net. He's the Arsenal. He says, and he's an Arsenal fan. He says the Gunners are back. So now forget if Arsenal can get a 3rd goal, which they have done, should be a safe score line, and also get 3 points. Kick off 2025. It says spoke too soon, didn't I? Martinelli with that third goal. It is Lewis Potter now for Brentford. Break off in a moment. Back to those comments in a second. Cleared away. He's cleared away there, and here comes King Lewis. Brentford trying to come forward, but Gabriel Jesus has got possession. He's only in up front for a moment, so he's having to hold on to the player well. Back to Ricardo Calafiori and Luke Turton. Big Forest fan says their place it is then for his Forest team. Midi Radio Jiggers and Gaming says, oh, VAR have to get involved. It doesn't matter, it's onside. It was onside from Martinelli. And he said, nearly thought, how can the performance just change from one half to another? Live to know what Arteta said in the half-time team talk. And we'd love to have a fly on that wall for the half-time team talk for Arteta. We were saying it's been a tremendous start to the second half. The Scalafiori goes down. Also wanting a penalty, no penalty given.
Well, it was a faint cry, wasn't it? It was a more in hope than expectation. But yes, personally, I think he might have given him the hairdryer treatment, Russ.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It'd be much of it being a fly on that wall, though, Paul, when he was doing it.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a free kick to Arsenal. And a yellow card coming here for somebody. For a shape, Paul. Just trying to work out who it is. Is it Calafiori who's been booked here? For a shape, Paul? Or is it Gabriel?
I'm thinking it might be Gabriel, to be honest, but no, it is Ricardo Calafiori.
Yes, Calafiori, shape pull there for Ricardo Calafiori on 58 minutes into the referee's no book. Shape pull there it was, and a free kick to Brentford, which is taken by Mark Flecken, which is a surprise here because if Arsenal get the ball and break quickly, just looking through the out of the midfield and run onto it, he's got a clear goal of him out on that wing, unless he can get back fairly quickly. We'll have to wait and see as Flecken will take this free kick for Brentford. That high diagonal ball across, headed down by Collins, out back into the penalty area and cleared away this time. Out back towards the penalty, Damsgaard flicks it on. Mikel Merino puts his boot through the ball. There's no snow coming on it, as here comes Martinelli to come out from the sky. And Bremo gets the ball back. And now it comes out this far side, and now it's back here now. As Brentford look to try and turn this game around. Vandenberg, who was signed from Liverpool, doing well so far here. At the back is looked good so far in his Brentford career. Just coming up against tough opposition today in that terms of Arsenal. Flecken with possession has also looked to push Brentford back. And then Beastkeeper plays out wide. And here they come down this right hand side. Rosaslev. Run from Rosaslev, and he will look up. Here's Damsgaard. As Brentford will look to make their way out. Here's Vandenberg. Out wide to Lewis Potter. Who drifts out to this left hand side, which is a good player. Norgard with the shot. Straight down the throat of Deborah. Too easy there for the Arsenal goalkeeper, Paul.
Yeah, it was a poor ball in by Norgard, actually. I think he was caught between shooting and passing.
Yes, I think he was as well. As Brentford trying to come on the front. Arsenal coming on from 15 hours. Martinelli to the penalty area. Martinelli into Gabriel Jesus. Just for making 4-1 into the side netting. Jesus looking for a penalty. Not going to be given. They went down far too easily that. And David Ray's long ball forward. It's Arsenal on the way there. Martinelli, brilliant run. All of the play well. Waiting for the run of Jesus. Comes in. And no penalty there for me, Paul.
Yeah, not for me either. No penalty for me either. It was a chance for Jesus in that position. I would have expected him to have done better. But look, this has been a much more direct performance by Arsenal in the second half. They've really made it very difficult to Brentford. Pace and power in this Arsenal team, especially the front three when they go forward, it is very difficult to manage. And in the second half, Brentford have struggled.
They have indeed in this. Brentford 1, Arsenal 3. Is the scoreline. We have got a championship game underway as well. We'll bring you the result of that one and bring you the classified check. Is Hull City against Middlesbrough taking place at 5:30 in the Championship before Sunderland take on Sheffield United. The Blades looking to try and get back to winning ways after the draw and defeating the last 2 matches. Here is Gabriel Jesus, but the flag is up for offside against the Brazilian. It'll be interesting to see whether Arsenal will make any changes to rest a few players now, as we've got some more live coverage on the commentary over the next few days. We'll tell you what we've got coming up this coming weekend for you, and what we've got coming up as well. But we have got the North London Derby coming up on the 15th of January. Make sure you tune in for that one. And all the others that we've got coming up. Here is a brilliant one from the far side. Was a sled with the cross in. Is deflected behind. It will be a corner kick to Brentford. And that's a good bit of play there from the Bees to get down the Arsenal left, their right, and now you can swarm the penalty area from this corner kick. Brandon Bremer standing over it with Vandenberg, Lewis Potter, Collins, Rosaslev, Visser, Nurgard, all inside the penalty area. Gabriel blocking off a Brentford man who's trying to get in front of him, and his referee's having to have a word with the two. Is Gabriel, and I'm just trying to work out which Brentford player it is here. Just number 18, Yarmulke it is. And I'm not trying to get in front of the Brazilian.
A lot of this shoving going along. I don't think this really helps matters.
Now in front of Yorin Timber is Yarmulke. As this corner comes in from Brandon Bremer, low ball in. Visser connects onto it. Poor connection. David Raya quickly gets Arsenal moving. And the throw out towards Gabriel Martinelli, but Flecken's there. And fantastic diving header there from Mark Flecken. Otherwise, Arsenal would have been in there for a chance to make it 4-1.
Yeah, it was a super quick thinking by David Raya. Threw the ball out long, over the top of the Brentford 3-man defence. And in behind there was Martinelli, but really quick reactions from Mark Flecken. Goalkeepers now are not just shot stoppers, they need to almost be sweepers as well, and that was really good work by the Dutchman.
Yes, he is. Ethan Nanwary for Arsenal. Good crossing towards the penalty. It's too much on that in the end from the youngster, who acknowledges and apologises to his teammates. But Paul, 63 minutes gone so far. But good start to the second half by Arsenal. Brentford don't have any answers to change this around now.
No, I think if they get a goal back, I think that might make Arsenal worry a bit. That might allow them a route back into the game and lift their confidence and have the momentum going their way. I think the next goal is very important. I think if Arsenal score it, I think it's curtains for Brentford.
Yes, could potentially be, and be interested to see what this does for the title race now. As midway goes in game, says what a way to start off the new year, though, and the second half of those quick fire 2 goals from the Gunners. And also says, well, that'll be an interesting North London derby. I think Arsenal could get a win there, as Tottenham have lost and drew in their recent match. On a serious note, Tottenham could also create wins, so it could all come down if it plays better on the day, which and normally form goes out to window on derby day as well. There's a man down here for Arsenal, but Brentford trying to get in as Brandon Bremer closing down. Ricardo Calafiore who just clears this ball away, just Calafiore. And up towards Martinelli, who can't go on the end of that. And now Brentford on the charge forward. Rosaslev down the line to Brian and Bremer. And Bremer coming forward here. Wonderful bit of play. Jan out looking to help out here. Damsgaard involved now as he takes over possession. Switch of play looking for Keane Lewis Potter, who does well out this on his left hand side. Wonderful bit of play. There's Yarmulke. Lewis Potter again. Formerly of Hull Cities. Lewis Potter goes down on the challenge of Nanwary. And a free kick here. And when I say he doesn't catch him, Peter Banks, the referee says he did. Paul, did you think that was a free kick?
Yeah, it looks like he just caught him, but Arsenal have to defend tightly here from this set piece.
Yes, next goal will be crucial. If Brentford get it, we will have a game on our hands here. If Arsenal get the next goal, we will and truly be curtains in this Premier League game. Brentford 1, Arsenal 3 is the scoreline, and good to be back on Premier League duty after a bit of an hiatus on Premier League duty on the commentary side of things. But really good to be back amongst the commentaries now on the commentary after we've gone through the busy New Year, Christmas and New Year period. Good work from Paul over that period as well. That's one of the game period announcers. Ball comes in from Brandon Brimmer, headed away there by Mikel Moreno to Calafiore, who clears long looking for Martinelli, who just loses out here. Arsenal will try and come away. If Moreno can get there, which he can't, Brentford will have possession and will try and come away as Moreno looks for throwing, but he goes to the way of Brentford and taking it fairly quickly as they want to get on with the game and get this game moving. As Brentford will look to come from Vandenberg, finds Lewis Potter on his near side of the left. Lewis Potter will look up and will opt to find Vandenberg here as he looks. Collins is alongside him if he wants to go that way. Then out to the other side of him, but he goes to Collins. Here's Rosaslev. Good work for Damsgaard. Back to Collins again. Damsgaard now has possession. And he's forced back inside his own half. Towards the centre circle he goes. A couple of yards back. He's on halfway now with Mbeumo, who turns it to his left hand side. And Brentford can't get this ball forward. As Janelto gave the ball away this time. Mikel Moreno in the middle of the path for Arsenal. Goes to their left hand side and Calafiore, who cuts in field and finds William Saliba down the line to urinate him on this right hand side. So down the line is Ethan Nanway, who takes it round King Lewis Potter and then cuts in field. And Lewis Potter's chasing with him. And Ethan Nanway does well. Loses out there, wanting a free kick, nothing given in his son. Looking at the referee, so again on with the game is the youngster. And now Yarmulke has possession for Brentford. What can he do here with the ball? He drops it to Vandenberg. So Vandenberg will look forward to Damsgaard. And now into Johan Visser. Visser turns away and does well here. Wonderful bit of play. Vandenberg to Collins. Collins now to Damsgaard. Down the line it goes to Rosaslev. Back to Damsgaard again. Johan Visser does well. Turns away from his man. Damsgaard, wonderful bit of plays. Nørgaard has possession, he loses out. Carter gets the ball away. Given back to Brentford again as Vandenberg picks up the loose ball. Here is Brandon Mbeumo. Outside here is King Lewis Potter. Potter on the overlap. Goes in field now to Vandenberg. Over the top for King Lewis Potter again. David Ray watches it and claims it just before he goes behind. But Arsenal have done really well in the second half, Paul. Brentford yet to get going.
Yeah, they've really put a lot of work back into the defence as well when Brentford have come forward. They've looked a lot more solid in the second half. They've just looked a completely different team. And Brentford, I think, have been caught out here. They've been very, very perhaps surprised by this Arsenal team that's come out in the second half. And they've been caught out. And at the moment, if they can get another goal back, Brentford, then they might have a chance. This game will get very interesting. But I just don't see where that goal is going to come from at this time.
Yes, neither do I, Paul, at the moment. Brentford yet to really carve Arsenal open in this second half of at this moment in time to try and cause a few problems. Luke Turton's been back into says Paul's done amazing over the Christmas period. It's good to see a game being done by a different source. Absolutely. And Midway says it sure is. The biggest part about it is the main commentator, me. Russ isn't even an Arsenal fan, and Paul is. Both Paul and Russ have done brilliant commentaries over Christmas and 2024 especially. They're just trying to make their way out of the back here with Vandenberg, and he gives the ball away. Break off from the comment section at the moment as Gabriel Martinelli towards the penalty, crossed in towards Gabriel Jesus, sets to go up. But the offside flag is up there, and that will come to an end. He also says he's done brilliant commentaries over Christmas and 2024 especially during the Euro 2024 coverage. He says it's nice to see us swap round the commentary team for New Year's Day. Thank you very much for those guys, and Luke singing your praises there as well, Paul, saying you've done amazing work over the Christmas period as well, Paul.
Yeah, thanks very much for that, guys. I really appreciate it. It's always nice to get feedback like that, so thank you very much for that.
Yes, and it's good to, I know you're mainly the voice of Arsenal on the channel, probably it's good to, like Luke said, good to get his different voice covering and different source covering the games rather than just you doing the Arsenal games as and when you can?
Yeah, it's been a very busy Christmas period for me, so I'm grateful for the rest, to be honest.
Here comes King Lewis Potter now for Brentford. And when Brentford took the lead, Paul, I thought my mind's telling me not to do any more Arsenal games. But Arsenal have turned it around, so it looks like my this doing Arsenal can continue unless Brentford find a remarkable 3 goals from somewhere, which I can't see, mind you. As we're to the final 19 minutes of this game. Very, very shortly, pulling around about 10, maybe 15 minutes time from now. I'll be asking you for your player of the match. If you want to get that sorted, and we'll get your thinking cap on and get that ready for to be announced in a few moments, in about 15 minutes time from now. Which is you pick out of the players on show today. It's Brentford, which come forward with Jan Visson towards the penalty area, looking for the end of the ball in there, and everybody comes out and rolls it out to Odegaard, who can take it in his stride to find Thomas Partey, and now Arsenal will come away with possession. Here is Saliba into Martin Odegaard. Odegaard coming forward. Here's Jurien Timber. What can Timber do here now? In towards Odegaard again. Odegaard through. Finds Jesus inside the penalty area. As well as Gabriel Jesus. Jurien Timber. Back to Jesus. Timber again. Odegaard. Good work from Odegaard. Jesus. Good work. Back he goes now. Saliba. Good work here. Gabriel. Coming forward. Thomas Partey. And they line up a shot here now. Out wide to Jesus. Odegaard. And for away from Martin Odegaard. And for a bit of play from the Arsenal skipper. On another play well finds Nwaneri now. Partey. Odegaard. Towards Jesus. Cut out. Nwaneri. Partey. Nwaneri. Odegaard. Giving away. Timber was in there as well. And Yarmulke has been forced back here and does well to get out of that tight spot there. Lewis Potter from Vandenberg back to Lewis Potter again. And Lewis Potter clears it downfield, and Brentford did well there to get out of that tight spot, which was penciled in by Brentford there, Paul.
Yeah, that's right. They've defended that very, very well. At this point, they've seemed to lost the shape a little bit, though, Brentford, and their breakout just isn't quite the same as it was in the first half. But that was better from them.
Yes, it's Arsenal coming forward here again now. Gabriel Jesus inside the penalty area. He holds up the play well. Just a Brazilian. Timber. Good work to the penalty from Mikel Moreno. Odegaard. Willing ball through. Chance and a good save there by Mark Fleck. And in the end, and Brentford did really well to make that stop there. But Arsenal looking very, very good going forward again. There, Paul, we'll get your thoughts on that. It's an attack after this Brentford attack. As he is Damsgaard. The Rosen on the outside if he wants to use him. Damsgaard in towards Visser. Put behind his head by Gabriel it is. They call it to Brentford. But Arsenal chance at one end. Brentford chance at the other there, Paul.
Yeah, but this is Martin Odegaard at his absolute best. The awareness that this man has. He just flicks the ball through. He knows that Gabriel Jesus is cutting across. It's almost a telepathic connection. It's absolutely superb play, and that's what makes Martin Odegaard so valuable to this Arsenal team.
Yes, Brentford are making, I think it's a triple substitution coming up here for Brentford.
4, actually.
4 quadruple change here now.
You're going to have fun with this, Ross.
Yes. A bit of fun for me here, Paul. I'll get through it as best I can, just trying to work out. I've worked out 3 of the players coming on. Number 36, Kim Jo-soo, Kevin Schade, Matthias Jensen are all coming on. Just trying to work out who the other one is coming on here as well and working out who's going off. Matthias Jensen is on as well, as I mentioned. Just trying to work out who the all subs are. We'll get the confirmation of those subs in just a moment after this corner kick for Brentford. Just waiting to see who we are getting sub confirmation. Nørgaard, Visser, Damsgaard are off. Jensen, Schade and Magoma are on. For Brentford.
Sue may be coming on in a bit.
Yosu was on there as well, so him come on as well. Just no confirmation of that sub as of yet. We'll try and get you confirmation of who that sub is in just a moment or two, as Brentford did make the
Vandenberg is off.
Vandenberg is off as well for Josu there. As also get you, so we'll go through the substitutions in just a second for you to just clarify those 4 changes for the Bees as we look to bring you up to date on those quadruple change there that we've just had in this Premier League encounter between Brentford and Arsenal, which Brentford have just made a quadruple change. We'll run you through those next time we get a stoppage in play to bring you up to speed on those changes as we look to bring you the best coverage we can here on the commentary. Russ Vernon along with Paul James bringing you this coverage today. And I've got up to date on all those 4 changes now, Paul. So I'll bring you next time we have a analysis, next time we have a stoppage in plays. It's one of the substitutes, number 32 there. Magoma drops the ball back here to another substitute there. Kim Josu. And here comes Brentford with possession. Here's Collins. Well, Brentford just look around in the back. I can tell you the subs that came on were Kim Josu, Magoma, Schade, Jensen, with Vandenberg, Damsgaard and Visser coming off. Arsenal now making a triple substitution themselves. And coming off with the Gunners is number 33, Ricardo Calafiore. Number 53, Ethan Namware is also coming off here for Arsenal. And being told it also is a goal scorer of the second Arsenal goal as well. Mikel Moreno is also coming off. With Declan Rice, Miles Lewis Skelly, and Leandro Trossard coming on. Paul, your thoughts on those triple changes there by the Gunners?
Well, I can kind of see why they've done it. General squad rotation, to be honest. I can see why they want to bring on Declan Rice and Leandro Trossard now. Let's save some of the legs. Like Calafiore is definitely going to probably be playing in the next game against Brighton on Saturday. And, well, you'll probably be welcoming perhaps Declan Rice back, so it's good to get him getting a few minutes in this game as well.
Yeah, it's be interesting to see what happens there, but there's the substitutions there for the Gunners. Midfielder says, so many triple substitutes, Russ. Yes, absolutely. Marcus coming in and said, we're trying to test us tonight with the amount of substitutes both teams are making at once. And Mike also says Moreno's been very good today, and Namware's looked good too. Paul, would you agree with those comments there from Mike?
Absolutely. I think Nwaneri has really showed himself to be the player that he is. A lot of Arsenal fans are very excited with the prospect of Ethan Nwaneri, and I'm one of them. So I think he's played very, very well tonight. I think he's been an effective part of that front line.
Yes, absolutely. Radio Jingles and Games says, terrific audio commentary, Russ and Paul, to kick off 2025. Thank you very much, my friend. We really do appreciate that. Any feedback we do get on the channel as well. You can leave your comment section down below after we've finished as well. Any comments we're going to leave on our coverage that we've done on any of the channels or where we broadcast from or where you can. And you can also message us as well on Facebook as well with your thoughts there. As here comes Brentford with possession. Here's the number 7, the substitute, Kevin Schade, as he will look to fetch this ball forward now, as Brentford will look to come forward and try and get a goal back. There's number 8, Matthias Jensen there as well. Good crossfield pass from the Bees midfielder, and he's giving the ball away. So here comes Arsenal. There's a foul on Lewis Skelly it is, and a free kick there to Arsenal is the call. And in round about 5 or so minutes, maybe 6 minutes time now, Paul will be getting ready to give you us your player of the match. So make sure you get your thinking cap on if you've not done that already, who you're going to be giving that to as well. We'll bring you that here on the channel when we know Paul is, and we get something playing here around about the 87th minute. We'll give you the player of the match chosen by Paul James, which is sponsored by Commentary Services, the ever reliable Commentary Services. Brentford 1, Arsenal 3 is the scoreline if you're just tuning into us today. Brandon Bremo opened the scoring for the Bees on 13 minutes. 4 goals from Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Martinelli changed this game around, especially the 2 goals in 3 minutes of the second half from Moreno and Martinelli respectively on 50 and 53 minutes. With Gabriel Jesus scoring on 29 minutes as well. Brentford 1, Arsenal 3's latest score.
Been a super performance by Arsenal in this second half. I think at the end of the first half they were looking very ordinary, very average, and for me in the second half they've looked a lot more like themselves, and Brentford haven't been able to have any answers to it.
Yes, absolutely. As this ball is up towards the penalty area, Thomas Partey just manages to head this ball away, so Fleck until that free kick for the Bees there. Now it is the number 32, Magoma. I do hope Brentford don't fetch on number 21, Megoma as well, Paul, because that's going to make life difficult with the names being
have a
very, very
lot of
similar.
fun with that, aren't you?
I really didn't think this through, did I, Paul, when I said I'd do this game?
No, I know you didn't.
Throwing to Brentford coming up to be taken by number 8, Matthias Jensen, who's now got the captain's armband after which the Norgard went off. Well, the 3 yellow cards in the game as well today, Paul. Timber, Calafiori and Norgard are the 3 players who picked up yellow cards in this game. All 2 of the 3's now been took off as then Brim went to the penalty area. David Ray just claims it at the back post from his feet, as Arsenal will now try and come forward on the counter-attack. And Declan Rice is charging forward for the Gunners. Into Thomas Partey. Now Lewis Skelly. What can the youngster do here now as Arsenal will try and come forward? Gabriel. First half attempts, 4 for Brentford, 9 for Arsenal. Second half, 1 for Brentford, 5 for Arsenal. What a turnaround it has been in the second half, especially the defensive performance from Arsenal, Paul.
Yeah, they've done very, very well defensively in the second half, and it's one of the things I appreciate about Arsenal's play just about more than anything else. I think defensive play is very, very important, and I think teams should be going into games with 0 on the mind, i.e. clean sheet. I think it's a lot harder to defend than it is to score goals.
Yes, absolutely. We're almost into the territory where you're getting ready to give us your player of the match. Paul, in 83rd minute of this game, Brentford 1, Arsenal 3. If you want to say who you think has been player of the match, get in the live comment section below if you're listening to this live. If not, get in the comment section down below when you listen back to the game from our coverage, who you think has been the best player on the field of play. The names are on the screen as well, so you can know how to spell whichever player you're going to be giving your player of the match to this evening. Be interested to see who the man alongside me, Paul James, gives for the player of the match today. Brentford 1, Arsenal 3 into the closing stages of this game. 84 minutes on the clock. Final 6 minutes plus stoppage time to go then. Brentford 1, Arsenal 3 is the scoreline. Mark Flecken will take this free kick for the Bees as he will look to get this ball pumped forward in this match this afternoon. Ball is in long. There's Namweri. Timber's header picked off by Lewis Potter. Timber back as well to get the ball back for Arsenal. And here's a good running charge from Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli's onside on this right hand side of the penalty area. He switched over to this right hand side since the substitutes have come on for the Gunners, in his low ball in. He's tamed by his standards and claimed by Mark Flecken as well. More comments in there. Ethan Namweri says, Mini Radio says, quite a range of players to pick from for Paul for player of the match today. With Moreno being brilliant, Namweri playing well, as only 17. And Mike says, wonders what Arsenal will do the weekend with Timber being suspended. Do you think, this is a question for you, Paul, do you think Partey will fling the right back again as Tonesso's out and White out as well?
I think that's the only option, to be honest. I mean, I think Zinchenko's left-sided anyway, so I would say you've got the option of Miles Lewis-Skelly that could play in that position, I suppose. But I think the obvious choice for me would be Thomas Partey. Miles Lewis-Skelly, I don't know whether he'd suit that position at all, but I think Thomas Partey certainly would. He's played in that position many a time before.
Yeah, Luke Turton says, come on, Thomas Frank, do it, in terms of getting Brentford back into this game and helping his beloved Forest stay into second place. He says he thinks Sam Ware's been sensational today and he would be an option to play the match in his opinion. He says he hasn't scored, but goals don't always matter. It's all about the style and playing the match and performance, etc. And Luke says, well, yes, but also it would be funny watching us do Magoma as well. And says that, and Midland says that's a fair point. As well as Arsenal making another substitution in a moment, with Jorginho about to come on for the Gunners, Paul.
I think this would be a switch probably with Partey, I suspect.
Be interesting to see. Be interesting who will come off. Would it be the captain, Martin Ødegaard, or will it be Thomas Partey who will come off as a free kick is being given to Brentford here? And then will we see the substitution now? Yes, we will see the substitution now. And it's going to be Jorginho, the man coming on. And Gabriel Jesus has had his shirt ripped. So Jorginho's coming on here for Arsenal. And the man going off is Martin Ødegaard, the Arsenal captain.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable decision. With Arsenal having to face Brighton on Saturday, you know Ødegaard is going to be in the starting lineup, so it's a good idea to perhaps give him a little bit of a rest.
Yes, after this, next time the ball goes out of play, Paul, we'll get give you your player of the match on the coverage today's Brentford play against Arsenal. 3-1 the Gunners lead as they've gunned down the Bees in the second half, and the Bees are not swarming around them anymore. It's a bit easy for Arsenal in the second half to a certain degree. If they've still given as good as they've got, though, they'll put themselves out, as this will be a ball knocked all the way back here to Mark Flecken, as we get ready to see how many minutes very shortly will be added on in terms of stoppage time this evening, Poland. We'd have to say probably not that many in terms of stoppage time, would you really?
No, there's not been much in the second half, has there? Apart from the 2 goals and the brief VAR check, I don't think there's been too much. I'd say maybe 3 or 4 minutes.
Yes, it'd be interesting to see if we're going to get 3 or 4 minutes of stoppage time, or whether we may get a bit longer in terms of stoppage time as we get ready for the match. Call in a moment as Brentford just have possession back with Collins out to Matthias Jensen. Jensen will have possession for Arsenal, for Brentford against Arsenal, shall I say. As we get a couple more comments in the comment section next time we have the ball out of play, as well as get the play of the match from Paul as well. Very shortly, Brentford 1, Arsenal 3. Brentford just knocking the ball around at the back. Ball over the top, looking for the chest down there. There's a chance. Kevin Shaw's there, but wonderful interception by Miles Lewis-Skelly. But then the ball in the back of Trossard there. Jorginho trying to play it away. Is Megoma, good bit of play as Brentford look to attack. Good crossing towards the penalty. And so it's Brian Brimmer. Can he get there? He can't. Gabriel Martinez does well. He ties up the play well. Puts it back to David Raya and clears this ball long. And now Megoma has possession back and will be back in the art of the centre circle as Brentford will come again. Jensen drops it back there to the substitute, which is Kim Jo-seo. And he will look to now getting Matthias Jensen on the ball across to Collins as he looks to come forward here for Brentford. We're into stoppage time now. Let's see how many minutes of stoppage time will be. We're into 4 additional minutes. Next time we get a stoppage in play, we'll bring Paul in, give you a player of the match today, which is being a tough choice, I would have to say, for with some number of players who've played well for Arsenal in this game, especially in the second half, being a good second half performance. The I would probably say a bit of tame first half performance. As the ball's back in, the ball goes behind for a goal kick. Ball looking in behind there for the one of Nathan Collins. Too much on that ball there. But Paul, give us your play of the match, please, my friend.
All right, well, first of all, I'm going to tell you who it's not, but I do want to give a couple of honourable mentions. First of all, to Nwanri, who's been absolutely brilliant from beginning to end. He's worked hard, he's struggled sometimes under great difficulty with that Brentford defence. Overall, really good performance. Same with Gabriel Martinelli. Very, very effective on that left side. I was very close to giving it to him. But I'm giving the player of the match today to Arsenal's number 23, Mikel Merino. His performance in the first half and the second half, hard-working. He got the goal he deserved. And his creativity in the midfield is showing that he's a very, very effective player in that position. So today's player of the match, sponsored by Commentary Services, goes to Arsenal's number 23, Mikel Merino.
Yes, and we're back underway as Arsenal have made another substitute as well, with Gabriel Jesus coming off for Alexander Zinchenko. Now Arsenal probably just trying to see out this game now. Trossard moving up into the lone striker position now as Brentford have less than two minutes. Have run about 2 minutes left to play plus stoppage time to try and get at least 2 goals to get a point out of this game, which I don't think will happen. Brentford 1, Arsenal 3 is the scoreline. Fantastic play here to watch in this match here, the Gtech Community Stadium this evening. Brentford 1, Arsenal 3 is the game being played at the Gtech. Arsenal looking to climb back into second, which as it stands they will be doing. I'm not going to first shove it down to 30 years. Trossard getting the ball away as Declan Rice picks up possession for Arsenal. Wonderful play from Declan Rice, holds up the play well. Goes to back to Zinchenko. Jorginho. Trossard does well. Saliba. Gabriel. Also knocking around well. Snowy Skelly. Zinchenko does well here. Declan Rice dropping back to help out too. Ball is played forward. Chested down well there. It's cleared away up towards halfway for Brentford, but Arsenal have won the ball back, have they? Not for a moment. A minute left, plus of the stoppage time, plus whenever the referee would like to add on as well. Ball over the top, looking for the brilliant run there of Sharda on that far side. Out to the far side. Rimmer in the centre, but he's not got the ball yet. Collins is a substitute for Brentford. Himself gets the ball forward and he goes behind for a goal kick. And Paul, final 30 seconds, just give us your overall thoughts on the performance today from Arsenal and the game as a whole.
Well, I think Arsenal, it's been a tale of two halves for Arsenal. They've looked very, very poor in the first half at the beginning up until when they scored. They played a little bit better at that point. In the second half, they've been fantastic. They've looked very much like their old selves, very direct, pacey, powerful in their attacks, and have defended very, very well. So I think Arsenal can be very happy with the performance. Brentford isn't an easy place to come and win. The only other team to have won here were Nottingham Forest. So it's, I think Mikel Arteta, based on the second half performance, will be very, very happy indeed.
Yes, Brentford coming for last chance saloon. Can they get to go back here and potentially to get and make it a final to never turf ending? The answer to that is no, as a full-time whistle sounds at the Gtech Community Stadium. Brentford 1, Arsenal 3. Here's the score. It was the 2 goals in the start of the second half in 3 second half minutes through Mikel Merino and Gabriel Martinelli to seal it. That was after Gabriel Jesus. They cancelled out Bryan Mbeumo's opening goal of the game, which was on 13 minutes. But full time of the Gtech Community Stadium in the Premier League is Brentford 1, Arsenal 3, and fantastic performance there, a fantastic game to watch and to cover as well. He's been absolutely fantastic today to cover alongside Paul James. We will give you now the full classified check of the results being played today in the Football League, as we've had some games being played in the Football League this afternoon as well. So let's start off with the Championship. with one game left to play in the Championship. It finished in the early kickoffs. Plymouth 2, Bristol City 2, QPR 3, Watford 1, Millwall 0, Oxford 1, Burnley 0, Stoke City 0. Burnley had 10 men in that game, and Mumebri sent off late on in that game. Cardiff 1, Coventry City 1. Cardiff finished the game with 10 men. Leeds 1, Blackburn 1. Leeds still won it with a penalty for Pascal Strauch, but only for Danny Bart to level in second half stoppage time. Luton 0, Norwich City 1 at Kenilworth Road. Portsmouth 4, Swansea 0. Sheffield Wednesday 4, Derby County 2, with Josh Winnes apparently scoring from a goal from inside his own half. Made way for check to watch out for that on the highlights later. West Brom 3, Preston North End 1, Hull City 0, Middlesbrough 1 as well in the Championship. There's an evening kick-off between Sunderland and Sheffield United. That kicks off in about 30 minutes time from now. In League 1, Barnsley 2, Wrexham 1, Blackpool 1, Shrewsbury Town 1, Bristol Rovers 2, Leighton Orient 3, Leighton Albion 2, Peterborough United 2, Cambridge 1, Reading 3, Quella vs Charlton, match postponed due to flooding. Lincoln 0, Waltham United 1, Mansfield 2, Bolton Wanderers 1, Northampton Town 0, Stevenage 0, Stockport County 1, Birmingham City 1, Wigan Athletic vs Huddersfield Town, match postponed due to flooding. Wycombe Wanderers 2, Exeter City 1. League 2, Accrington Stanley 3, Grimsby Town 2, Barrow 2, Bradford City 2, Chesterfield 1, MK Dons 2, Alexandra 3, Carlisle United 2, Doncaster Rovers 2, Fleetwood Town 1, Harrogate Town 0, Salford City 2, Morecambe 2, Tranmere Rovers 0, Notts County 1, Walsall 2, Port Vale 0, Cheltenham 0, Swindon Town 3, Colchester United 2. National League, Eastleigh 1, Barnet 1, Ebbsfleet 0, Lengman Redbridge 2, Halifax v Fylde, match postponed due to flooding. Forest Green Rovers 2, Yeovil Town 1, Orkney United 2, Oldham Athletic 1, Rochdale vs Altrincham, match postponed due to flooding. Sutton United 1, Aldershot Town 1, Wealdstone vs Boston, match postponed due to flooding. Woking 3, Maidenhead 1, York City 1, Gateshead 0, Braintree Town 0, Southend United 1. So there is your classified check from the games taking place. So then also in the Premier League, we finished Brentford 0, Brentford 1, Arsenal 3, shall I say. Arsenal now back up to second in the Premier League table, 2 points above Nottingham Forest. Chelsea dropped down to fourth as well with that one. They sit on 35 points, 10 points behind the league leaders. Liverpool will have a game in hand. Man City are now in 6th on 31 points. Newcastle in 5th on 32. Brentford sitting 12th on 24 points. They are just 2 points above Manchester United, who lost to Newcastle on Monday evening, which Paul did an excellent job describing for you, as he did the Everton versus Nottingham Forest game as well on Sunday afternoon. Well, that's all we've got time for on New Year's Day. We've got some games coming up at the weekend in the Premier League. So let me just tell you what we've got coming up in the Premier League this weekend, which is going to be a very big game that we've got coming up in the Premier League this weekend. We have got Liverpool versus Manchester United on Sunday afternoon. Kick-off for that one is 4:30. Paul James will be a man on the commentary seat for that one. Make sure you can join him for that one there as well. Just want to say, Luke has just asked me what the Bashford United score. Let's have a look for that one for Luke before we do go. Since he's just asked for that one. We took on Ickleston Town this afternoon. Let's see if we can find it for you, my friend. Just bear with me 1 second. See if we can bring you that result there from the non-league Premier Group B. Northern League Premier. Let's see if we can. I'll be able to just looking up that one for you now, Luke. Luke, you asked for a score. I will find it for you. That's the kind of man I am here on the commentary. Obviously, they're playing the Northern Premier Division this afternoon, and it finished. Brentford United, who are at home, were at home in that game, away in that game, I think it was. They lost 5-0 today in Derbyshire in their game this afternoon. They were losing 3-0 at half time and then losing 5-0 in the game did Brentford United against Ickleston Town away from home this afternoon. Thank you very much there, Luke, for getting that request in there. So big thank you then to everybody who's tuning in this afternoon. We really do appreciate you all listening. For myself, Russ Vernon, Paul James, Mike Coleman and the rest of the team here at the Comment Job, thank you very much for listening. We'll see you again soon. Take care. Goodbye for now.